Are you planning to use images anywhere inside your Next.js application? Do not even consider going with the regular HTML image tag. Go with the image component from Next.js instead. The main reason is that Next.js automatically resizes the image size to match the screen size where the image is getting displayed on. This basically means that if your image is huge but it's getting displayed on a smartphone, Next.js automatically resizes the image size to better fit that particular screen size. Resized images load way faster, providing a better user experience, and not only faster page loading, at the end of the day improves your SEO. Let's see this in action. As you can tell, I am importing an image here at the top, and let's try to use that image inside our test page. So below the h1, using the image tag from HTML. This is not recommended, but I'm just gonna show you what I mean. So as you can see, I don't really have to change anything. I can pass that image or whatever. The error that we get is like, this is not a good option for you. Using this image tag could result in a slower blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, using the image component is recommended. Okay, so forget about this tag. Okay, so we do not want this. So let's get rid of this. Let's import the image component from Next.js instead. And this is the one right here. So now we have access to that component. It's also a self-closing tag. And if I close this, we can check that there's several props that you can pass to your image component, but there's a few that are mandatory, and those props are actually these four. So I'm just gonna copy paste to be a bit faster, and I'm gonna change the source to be this image right here instead of this. Okay, cool. So now let's see the test page. Let's just refresh. And as you can see, I have my image. I'm just gonna get rid of this title. If I open my console, look, there's no warning, info, message, whatever. So forget about the image tag from HTML and always use the image component from Next.js. Now that you know that you should always use the image component coming from Next Image, it's time to consider the two types of images that you might need: local images and remote images. So the local image is the image that is inside your public folder. So this image is this image, it's inside my public folder, therefore it's a local image. Easy, no problem at all. But we also have the situation where we need to use images coming from a third-party website or even coming from Google. What happens if you want to use that image then? Now let's see the following scenario. You do not want to use an image coming from your public folder. This is not the best idea in most of the cases, but let's just assume this for testing purposes. Okay? Instead, you want to use an image that is coming from another website, and we want to use this image right here. So I'm going to right click, select copy image address, and instead of this source, I'm gonna pass a string, paste the URL and open my page, refresh. And it breaks. Why is this? Because for you to use images that are remote, that are not coming from your public folder, you need to update your next config file. So let's look for that file, next config file, and you need to update this object right here. So inside we create images, which is an object that takes the remote patterns, and this is going to be an array because like this we can have multiple host names in case we need. So we have an object per each host name necessary. We pass a few properties such as protocol, set this to HTTPS, comma, pass a new property which is host name, and the host name you always get it from your error message. In this case the host name is this one, images.pexels.com. so you paste this and you refresh the page, and this should make the error go away. Let's see. And it does. As you can see, this is the way that you can use remote images inside your project. So remember, always use the component, the image component, and make sure that you pass the properties. There's 4 mandatory, 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's more properties that you can pass to your image component. I will be linking some docs in this video's description. Keep watching, and I'll see you in the next video.